All right, let's see what we got here. So I ordered this guitar for $10. Got it from Goodwill. That was before shipping. Shipping was far more than the cost of the guitar. And let's see what we got. This is a Davison guitar. Looks like kind of a Strat knockoff. And there's the Davison on the headstock right there. Wasn't really familiar with Davison. Couple little nicks, not too bad. Cool. This guitar is really, really light. I'm not sure exactly what it was made of. Maybe wood? I want to. What else did I want to say about it? Oh, the action wasn't great on it. And I want to take it apart and I'm going to strip it down. And there we go. There's the bridge. Kind of a little cheapy, not too bad. I mean, everything works. The pickup works and all of the parts. I want to strip the paint off of it, put a little epoxy on there, and see if I can get it a little heavier. I'm not going to cut this particular guitar. That's what that looks like. It's just a volume knob and a tone, and just a single humbucker down there by the bridge. And I don't know, I don't want to keep saying that it's like cheap parts. It is cheap parts, it's just a cheap little humbucker, but that's okay. I'm going to keep all of the parts. One of the reasons that I ordered this particular guitar, oh yeah, got to do a little soldering in there. Fix that, get that humbucker out of there. I just took a picture of it because I'm not the best with wiring and I want to make sure when I put it together I put it back together the way I'm supposed to. Oh, I should mention that this is new to me, modifying guitars. I've done a little bit here and there over the course of my life, but it's really become something of an interest for me recently, and worth mentioning that there is a right way and a wrong way to do things. And you're probably going to see me do a lot of things the wrong way. So maybe you'll pick something up from me, and that's what that looks like. You know, maybe modifying guitars is something new to you, and maybe you'll pick something up from me, and maybe there's a lot I could learn from you. There's that ground wire, man. Yeah, that's going to go over there by the bridge. I'm sure there are people watching this and I could learn something from you, so if you have any tips for me, please mention it in the comments. And if you learn anything from me, please mention it in the comments. I think I'm showing up the little neck slot there is in good shape. Little neck's in good shape. I don't want to give away the ending too much, but the neck of this guitar ended up being my favorite part of it. And even just seeing myself move that body around, I can get a sense of just how incredibly light it is. Never heard of Davison guitars before. Let me know if you have. Gonna tape up something. I've done some molding in the past. I made a guitar completely out of epoxy, and I got some of the old molding. I cut it to see if it would fit in the different parts of the guitar, and I felt pretty good about that, protecting the neck with the former mold. Little tuning pegs were in good shape. I don't think I'm the first guy to work on this guitar. Those tuning pegs were new. some of the stickers were still on there. I thought that was interesting. Oh, another thing I didn't like was the nut. The nut was really big and it was riding up really high. Neck's in good shape. So I know I'm going to be doing different things with this neck. I'm going to coffee stain it and put some gloss on it. And so I want to protect the fretboard, so I'm just putting on painter's tape. I've seen some guys that can just take one long strip, and I'm just not that guy. I have to do it a little bit at a time. That's a little better. Yeah, let's get that net out of there. It's a little bit big. So what I did here is I got my wife's emery board nail file, yeah, and I'm just going to sand it down using this little board, and I find that these work pretty good. I'm going to include a link in the description to my website where I'm going to have some of these products listed. If you're interested in acquiring any of the things I used in this video to modify this guitar, I'm not going to include the little nail file. I don't think. Yeah, maybe I will. Go over and see if I did. So normally I wouldn't sand all the way down to the wood, but this guitar, I don't know how to put this. I felt like it was painted with evil, and so I wanted to do a complete brand new coat, complete brand new paint job / epoxy on it. So I just sanded all the way down. I'm on my front porch here, and I think this sand job really made my neighbors happy. In my life, and probably in every guitar player's life, there have been times when you have done work on your guitar using socks and rubbing alcohol. And so there's my socks over there. When I was thinking about making this video to share with people, I was going to do everything with like the cheapest materials, but you know, doing things the wrong way. So I started off using some clean socks over there to dust this body off and things, but I ended up upgrading to some shop rags. There it is naked. I'm going to put one little coat of spray paint on there, and I'm going to come back and do it again. This was probably, I don't know, a couple of hours in between coats. I've got some painter's tape blocking the things I don't want to get painted. What did I do? Oh, I've also got, yeah, there's the painter's tape. I've got some balled up tape and some of the little slots. Oh, I've got a toothpick where the ground wire is going to go, so make sure I don't get any paint in there. And I really did a number. I wanted to sand this neck down. I changed the cut of the headstock up there just by grinding it down, and whatever was on here was weird. Like I say, it's just guitar superstition where I felt like there was a little bit of evil on there, and I wanted all the evil off, and I knew that I was going to be coffee staining it. I've never done a coffee stain before working with wood, so I knew that's where I was headed. This whole thing is an experiment for me. So I sanded it down, got all of the old finish off, and then decided to do a hand sand with a higher grit sandpaper. Oh, then I decided to put it where the camera couldn't see it, but trust me, I'm sanding it, and then I'm going to higher and higher grits. This is a little coffee press, and it was more than halfway filled with cheap coffee. Then I just got hot water from the tap. This is my wife's little travel guy.
Look at that plunger.
And I squished it down as far as it would go. I got about that much coffee out of it. And this is a very high grit sanding job. I'm putting the thick coffee on the neck and then kind of sanding it in. And then eventually I moved over to Scotch pad. And it's just repeating the process over and over again. I didn't show the whole thing, but I'm sanding in the coffee, letting it dry, going over it again, going over it again. Look at me go. I'm going to seal it in with some gloss. Oh, you can see the gloss back there. It's not high brand stuff. This wasn't a high brand guitar. It's just kind of an experiment and having some fun. Again, with that process of doing things over and over again. I painted this body, I don't know, half a dozen times. And so I would paint it, and then I would sand it down and go over it with the Scotch pad and repeat the process. So I've got toothpicks and wax in my little screw holes there. Want to make sure I don't get any epoxy where I don't want it. Or paint. So I've got my pick guard. Oh, check it out. So I'm putting the gloss on the neck here. This is going quick, holy smokes. And again, that process of glossing it, sanding it, glossing it. This is play clay, which is, I think it's 2 parts flour, 1 part salt, 1 part water. Then you put it in the fridge for a day. It becomes like a Play-Doh thing. And so I've got that in my where my pickup goes to make sure that I don't get any epoxy in there. And then I have old mold that I cut and put into my guitar's little orifices here. Cooking up some epoxy, equal parts A and B. Mix them together really well and creates epoxy. And I've got about, 15 minutes before it starts to set. So I'm mixing it up really well. And instead of just a clear coat, got some nail polish. Nail polish is acrylic, and I thought that would be an interesting experiment for this experimental modification. So I've got the guitar body on a box. You can't see it, and it's to keep it level, and I'm going to be letting gravity do most of the work here. Epoxy will kind of spread itself over a surface. So I let that set, and then I did another run along with the edges. Okay, so this turned out okay. It's interesting, and my wife says it looks like a piece of candy. Of course, I'll do some things to clean it up a little bit. These speckles here are by design. And what color is that? Anyway, what's important is the neck protection worked out okay, and we're in good shape there. I'm actually going to take today off. So tomorrow what I have to deal with is I have completely epoxied the guitar to this sheet and the box. So that'll be a fun thing to deal with tomorrow. I've got the epoxy off. I sanded it down one last time and put a fresh coat on. I've got the gloss on the neck. We're in good shape here. I'm gonna go over it one more time with a little steel wool pad. And honestly, I can't wait to get this thing back together. Let's put this thing together. Oh my goodness, okay, so I've got it back together again. You can kind of see what it looks like there. Sanded down headstock. You can kind of tell I didn't string these up with too much precision. Anyway, it's kind of got a cool look. It reminds me of when the singer of the band says that they want to play guitar in one of the songs. I think this is what they come home with, and kind of a good guitar for that. It's just got the one pickup, no switch, anything like that. It just is what you get. It's still really light, even though it's covered in epoxy, and it's fine. My favorite thing about this thing is the neck. I don't know what this guitar's future is, but I think this neck might have a future. Anyway, let's hear how it sounds. I think when I did the unboxing and the intro, I only played a couple of A chords, so let me do that. Not bad, right? And then, not too bad. So listen, I want to thank you all for watching. I'm going to be doing more of these videos. Give it a like if you're inclined. Go ahead and subscribe. That would be pretty cool. And until next time, I'm signing off. Thanks again. Bye-bye.